Yes. Welcome to Rose Podcast for another life journey or life reasoning. We're here today with the veteran, my grandfather, your grandfather, could be your great grandfather, Jah Bunny. Jah Bunny, welcome to Rose Podcast.
Yes, Rose, welcome. Thanks for having me.
So you're feeling in the studio, or you like the studio?
Well, the studio, look, I'm impressed. And I'm impressed for you to have me too, because you see, we are gonna go on a journey here right now. And all my life, people have been trying to get me to do this. And I've refused. Consider yourself very privileged. And I'm gonna tell you why you're privileged. I'm a black nationalist, yeah? And I don't have no aspiration to sell our story to anybody, but to give it to us in order to build you. Yeah, so that's why I'm happy to do this with you.
We need to preserve our legacy, and there's a lot of youth. There's a lot of big men out there who don't give no time to the youth. So I'm happy that you could come on Rope's podcast to give me that time for you to tell your story, let me listen to your story, and send it to the youths them out there. Because there's a lot of things that are going on in the community where we need knowledge, and your knowledge can help to stop most of these things that is going on. But before we say this now, who is Jah Bunny?
Jah Bunny. Jah Bunny. My parents is Rastafarian. Yeah? So my mother named Bunny, and my father named Jah Bunny. And I consider myself a Rasta baby. So all my life I've been culturally involved in our culture and the development of our culture.
Okay. Where were you born?
I was born in a place them call Village, back west. When me born, 1954, where I was born, called Village. So let me tell you where Village is now, yeah? Village is a little place between Trenchtown, Denham Town. There's a little place right there, known today as Rima. So we're not talking about Central Village in a St. Catherine, we're talking about original village in a Denham Town.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, who was the most influential person in your life at that time?
Oh, there's a lot of important person. Okay. Culturally, one of the most, or a couple of the most important person in my life was people like Sam Brown, Benny Sampson, Benko Rastaman, I'm talking when I was a little boy, right? As I grew up and started to get culturally inclined, then you have a Rastaman named Oyster Ronnie. Them call him Oyster Lion. You have Historian, Center Fox. Then you have Count Shelley. Count Shelley is actually my mentor. I look up to Count Shelley. So as we go on, I will tell you how Count Shelley connected to the industry.
Okay. What is your profession and why?
My profession?
Yeah.
My profession is security. Now, security have been a part of my life all my life in terms of the music business. I have took security to many levels in terms of studying. I am one of the first licensed security in this black security. officer in this country. When they moved from bouncing to licensing, I was the 24th person. My licensing number is 24. That's when, you see that badge that they wear now? My badge is number 24.
Okay. Are you renew it?
The last time I renewed it is like, I think around 10 years ago. I think security have changed. Back in the days, I would earn like £25 an hour. That's back in the days, bunks and days, yeah. And on a bank holiday, you'd earn double, £50 an hour, and sometimes double and a half. So back then, security was, I think, paid more back then. I'm also a trained security officer. My training, at one stage, I was in charge of Woolworth National Security. I'm a key holder. I don't know if you understand now what a key holder is. I'm a key holder for Burberry, House of Fraser, John Lewis, Kingston and Jones. That shop have gone now, but I'm a key holder for those shops, meaning that I would be in the dance hall 3 o'clock in the morning, and if a rat get loose in any of those shops, the first call would come to me, and I would drive over to Band Street, Burberry, pull up, open the shop and go in there. That's how trustworthy I am and reliable.
Okay, good. Do you believe in God? I notice you say you're Rastafarian and everything. You grew up in that culture. Do you believe in God?
No, I don't.
And why?
I don't practice religion. Religion, as far as my teaching, is what I'd used to enslave us. So I'm not a religious person.
Okay. Okay. What was life like growing up in Rima?
No, Rima didn't exist when I was, remember? So it's not, you would say, what was life like growing up in Kingston? Yes, because why I have to correct you there now, I didn't grow like anybody else that you know. As a boy, our main playground was the waterfront. So let me tell you about Kingston, in the Kingston that I grew up in. You see all the shops that on Oxford Street and Regent Street? At one stage, all them shops was in Kingston. Can you envision that? So
Yes, I can.
yes, because remember, under pound, shilling and pence, everything that was here in England was in City Kingston.
Yeah, it was ruled by the British.
Yes, so everything was there. So, I mean, the Kingston that I know is totally different. The waterfront was where all street boys, for lack of a better word, would hang out. So we wasn't as divided as these young youth. The waterfront was where the main hustling, diving off of tourists, because you have to know that Ochirias, Negril, and these tourist places are new places. Ochirias and Negril might be big place to your age group, but when I was a boy, there was no Ochirias. Ochirias was just a name. It was nothing. Negril was nothing. When I was a boy, Kingston waterfront, that was like the pulse of Jamaica, for lack of a better word. So all foreign activity would took place right down in the waterfront. So you have like around 10 pier. You have the famous Victoria Pier, Victoria Craft Market at the bottom of King Street. And you have number 1 pier, number 2 pier, number 3 pier, Royal Mail, that's going east. Then you have couple more wharf going west. There was no Newport West, which is the big port now. There was no Newport West. So certain ships like the QE2, when they come to Kingston, they would dock out in the stream and they use barge, take the tourists off. And we as boys would be in the waterfront, diving, they're throwing money over and so forth. Then you would have tour bus line the bottom of King Street and take the tourists from the barge to tour Jamaica and then back. What back then, say the QE2 coming in tomorrow, tonight 12 o'clock, they would seal off from Tower Street. So Tower Street is the long street running from east to west. And they would seal off Tower Street. So you couldn't go beyond Tower Street to go down to the waterfront. So beyond Tower Street you have Water Lane. No, not Water Lane. You have some little lane that run off. Because Water Lane is between Tower Street and Barrett Street. But the point I'm making is that boys like us, we would have information that the queue is coming tomorrow, and we would sleep. Because if when they cut down off the place, we couldn't get to go down there. No way. So we would sleep overnight under the wharf. So when the curfew is on the waterfront, we already locked in the waterfront. But that was fun. What was good about that? All street boys, I'm not gonna say rude boys, all street boys, be it boys from South, because they would dominate this boys from South Waterfront, they dominate the waterfront. So you have to like be a stand-up boy, because I'm from the village, because the waterfront was like a dominate place, but boys from all over Kingston would meet on the waterfront, so we grew up together.
So there was peace and love.
Definitely they were.
That's what going on right now with segregation and all these things.
No, I didn't grow up in that. So that's why if you notice how I operate, because of how I grow as a privileged youth in terms of street life. There was no go here that I couldn't go.
And because of your Rastafarian belief and your family are Rastafarian, they have strict rules, but they give you freedom of movements.
We were free. So the movement, let me tell you, to control, for example, when I was living in Trenchtown, say at the age of 7, they would just leave us in the yard butt naked. Yeah? So we just be in the yard butt naked. And we butt naked. Some of us would go downtown butt naked. Some of us would take off a big man shirt off the line. So it's all you have on is a big shirt, nothing under the shirt. And then there was a Woolworth. There was a Woolworth on King Street. And there was a next foreign shop named Time Store. But this shop was like, say like a Primark today, yeah? But they sell like multi shops, they sell all kind of stuff. So we'd go in there like 20 of us, no pants, yeah? And we would just, like 2 security would be in the shop. We'd go in the shop and we'd just spread out over the shop. So the 2 security be confused because some of us gone to the sweet section, some of us gone to different section, but all we all after was swimsuit.
Okay, so you were giving a little bit of trouble there.
We didn't consider it trouble being that we were Rastafarian, because you have to understand, back then all these shops was owned by Syrians, Jews, Arab, these people. So to eat was fun to take from them. Okay. Yeah, so we'd go in the shop and everybody put on a swimsuit and run through the door.
Still taking what is not yours.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. All right. So what take you to the UK? And before we talk about the UK, take us back to your school days, because even though you say you're a street youth, but you're a very intelligent man. So take us back to your school days.
Well, I never actually have no formal education like that, you know. My school days, my nursery, was a place named Chocomo Lawn, right there in the village. In Chocomo Lawn was a center that Edward Siago had established, was a multi-purpose center, right? And that's where our history begin musically, our history. Yeah.
So it was just involved in music, not education.
Everything happening in that center. Everything happening in that center.
So that's the only place you go to school?
Well, outside of that, most of my schooling was done beyond the walls.
Beyond the walls?
Yes. Every time I get captured, that's when I go to school.
Okay, so when you say behind the wall, I'm going to play devil advocate here. You mean when you go to jail?
No, jail was like part and parcel of the street.
The street.
I'm talking when you don't go to school in jail, you go to school in prison.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you learn behind the wall.
Yes.
And you learn, you're brilliant handwriting. So did you do any form of schooling when you come to England?
No.
So all this knowledge and this pretty handwriting is you're gaining from that center?
Not my culture was gained from that center.
Okay.
My study again was done from various dungeon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. How old are you now?
Well, I am 67.
Wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations, man. You're
Yeah.
still
67, yeah.
firm and strong and look like you have the next 67 years to go.
Well, I'm going. I'm going.
Because you're still out in the party, you're still working in the dancehall arena, and still going on strong. And when you put your clothes on, no boy, no young boy, no act like you.
We'll get to that too. We'll get to that
Don't
too.
worry.
We'll get to that.
We're gonna get to that.
Yeah.
Okay. How long have you been living in the UK? And what's your journey that take you here?
Yeah. I'm living in the UK now 47 years.
Wow.
Yeah, I came to the UK 1976. But I've been traveling out of Jamaica from 1974.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how often have you been back to Jamaica?
I don't need to go back to Jamaica. Jamaica go with me wherever I go.
Okay, so you take Jamaica with you?
Yes, and I never leave Jamaica.
You never leave Jamaica?
No.
You never really physically go back to Jamaica?
Put it this way. I lived Jamaica when I was 21 years old. So I've lived 46 years outside of Jamaica. So I'm not a conventional Jamaican.
Okay.
I'm not a conventional Rastafarian either. You understand that?
Okay, I do understand.
Yeah, I don't think. Still, everything is Jamaican, but everything is Jamaican with me and you. But when I'm in Jamaica, it's like Jamaica don't see me as Jamaican. I don't know if you understand that.
No, I do understand that. I do understand that.
Yeah.
I think they do that with everyone that travels.
Okay, so yeah.
So it's easy to understand. Okay. You would have seen a lot of changes happen in England with black people, and today we have a lot of black on black killing going on. Do you think that people like you and others that's been here a long time have let those kind of people down?
No, I wouldn't say that. And you have to clarify now. I have lived in over 20 different countries outside of Jamaica. So I've seen
what you live in England for 47 years.
Not straight. I live outside of Jamaica for 47 years. I've always based in England.
I'm just going by what you say.
Yes.
You say that you're in England for 47 years.
Yeah. Let me clarify that for you.
Okay.
The world as you know it today is the different world that I'm talking about. So for example, I took a bus come here just now. At one stage, taking a plane was just as easy. Do you understand that?
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't.
No, because it's harder to take a plane.
No, you don't.
Now. All right, explain it to me.
Yeah. I could be talking to you now. And I leave here now, back in the days, and go straight to the airport without booking a flight.
Yes.
Yeah? And walk up to the ticket desk. And there was a flight one time named Freddie Laco. I could buy a flight for £67 to New York. Right. And I could be in New York for 2 days and just walk up to Panam in JFK and buy a return ticket for $95.
Okay, all right. Let me rephrase back this question. All right. We see a lot of black on black killing with the youths. As an elder, do you think that your generation done enough to keep the community together?
Not my generation specifically. Let me tell you the problem with, if we want to address that specific question. One of the problems, I have 11 children.
Wow, congratulations.
You don't know none of my children. And you know me for years. And maybe the only time you will get to know my children is the day when I die. See? So that's what the problem is. Now, being the person I am, I make it a duty to know all my friend children. See the difference? So sometimes when you see me in the dance hall and you see all these youths, I know both the parents. Some of them I know the grandparents. Some of them, if they're from Jamaica and they're from Kingston, if they're from Rima, Tivoli Garden, Fetcher's Land, downtown, South, Rockford, Waterhouse, 10 to 1 I know the parents. Because at one time Jamaica was, especially in the entertainment field, we function as one.
Yeah. Yeah, but at the same time, Jah Bunny, it's not the Jamaicans killing off each other's in the UK today.
Yeah.
It's our offspring, the youth and what born here, what we get from our offspring, the youth and what we come here and get. Those are the ones that having issues now.
They don't have issues. And we're not going to play around that question now. Let me tell you what that stems from. Yeah? That stems from when I first came in this country. So you have to understand now changes. Yeah? We talk about changes. When I first came in this country, yeah, it would be nothing to, just like you see today. Young females, the quickest way to get a flat and benefit is to get pregnant. Back then.
Yes.
Once you're pregnant, you get a flat. Back then it's more difficult now, yeah? Once you got a flat, because this is something that I have experienced, yeah? Back in the day, social service would be like monitoring if you're a single woman. Social service, you'll be, say you're in this here now. the door knock is social service, you have to go hide. And she pretending that she's living here by herself. Hi, Jah Bunny. So the service knock on my mother door, I sit down in front door. Not go hide. Yeah, really man, I not go hide. And so the service can ask me no question, me a man. So it's the difference between woman, man, we will stand up. All of my children, them is known by the government that I'm their father. It's one. One of the problems now is that 3/4 of the youth them will say behave a certain way, yeah? And mother badness, them a push. They like girls. 3/4 of youth is where they say up there, going like, you know, wicked man. Them a girl.
Like girl.
Yeah, them is like girl. You know why?
No.
Because them mother, I tell you how the thing one. Them mother, most of them, even me go through some of that too. Them mother run you out of the house. No woman can, no make no woman come tell about them a strong black woman raise. They can't raise the black man. Oh, woman for raise black man. Every man, every youth need them father.
Yeah, but many women do it. I see many women do it.
That's the illusion that you now buy into. No woman can raise. That's not natural.
So what could stop a man from not involving his kid's life?
The woman.
What, in a first world country?
Wait.
How would that possible?
What do you mean, how would that possible?
Or maybe some man take the easy way.
No, it's not an easy way out.
I'm just asking the question, you know.
Let me tell you, let me tell you, yeah? I don't, it's your show, so I don't go. I'm not going to ask you.
No, yeah.
Yeah. Prior to, we'll talk politics now, yeah? Prior to Tony Blair and Gordon Brown, those two prime ministers is who changed the law in this country. Prior to these two prime ministers, man not having a talk. You never know that? Up until today, yeah?
Yeah, but there's law where you can play your part. You can get your child to come and stay with you, even if he's in for a weekend.
No. You're talking to now somebody with experience, yeah? I know. When I guess this now, yeah? So let me tell you something then. Since you want to go down that word for sure, you say, woman, again, woman, yeah? A woman can have a new man. Yeah? And she figure say, while a new man a shine, things are going for the new man there. And you're not there for all 15 years, yeah? And she just decide, say, you know, so I'm tired of ropes now. Yeah? I want to say she tired. She have 3 or 4 picnic for you now. But she just decide now, say she hot. And not now going for you. Yeah? And I hear her host this ropes, yeah? And I tell you this now. Yeah? Make sure say you don't bring no woman coming at this. Yeah? And she get pregnant for you in at this, yeah? Because if she call the police, you know what to come out of this? You.
Let's take a break. Let's take our first break.
Blue Nile South, the restaurant that specializes in seafood dishes. 25 Meeting House Lane, Peckham, SE15 2UN. Open Monday to Sunday, 10 a.m. till 11 p.m. for takeaway and delivery. And now available on Deliveroo, serving breakfast to start your day. Or choose from the daily menu, including yellowtail snapper, butterfish, parrotfish, boneless sea bass, salmon, and many other seafood delights. Plus soups, side dishes, desserts, fresh punches, juices, and much more. Blue Nile South. Now available on Deliveroo. Or for takeaway, delivery, and table inquiries, call 0203 859 0346. That's 0203 859 0346. Blue Nile South, the specialist seafood restaurant delivering to your door. Find us on Instagram at Blue Nile South 25.
Welcome back. We're sitting here with Jah Bunny and Rose Podcast, and we're going in some history, some UK history. Okay, so we're gonna sit back and we're gonna relax and we're gonna listen to the history. We're gonna listen why some of these youths behave the way they behave, because we have to find a solution. And I'm so happy that we have Jah Bunny in here as a veteran who live in the UK for so long. He's part of the first generation of UK Jamaican. We call them the Windrush. Is that the right way to say the
No,
Windrush generation?
I wouldn't consider myself Windrush. I am after the Windrush.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So the generation after the Windrush.
Windrush, yes.
Okay. Do you think that, alright, as an elder, and you see this postcode war going on with these black youths, as a father, do you think that we get the perfect chance to be the father to our kids, or we let our kids down somewhere down the line?
Again, I can't speak for the man, you know.
I just want you to speak on a broader...
Yeah, but I can't go broader than me have 11 children and all them in a postcode war. And youth them can defend themselves. So we're not trying to tell us, if the mother not give access, yeah, to your youth. My last son, 25-year-old, yeah? And at some stage, my last son decides him want to get rude. But him couldn't get rude, you know why? Because I'm father. You understand? I'm father, I'm forget rude. When I'm father, yeah? And me make my son know, say, you not going to prison, yeah? And not only that, you can't get in this wagon. Now my son, not only, I said to you earlier, the postcode you're talking about, London postcode. Every road youth at a certain generation, if you check the history, them connected to a yard man.
Okay.
Them connected to a yard man. And once me know say, I run my son that, because I have some yard man that left some history about that, you know. A boy ask son that, Tapazuki son that, a Militant Barry son that, name it. All these youths, yeah, me see them youth as my God youth.
Your godsons.
Yeah. That means if them father on a day, when me see them, me have a responsibility to make sure say my youth man where I do not. Yeah? So that's when sometimes you see me a dance. Yeah? That's what me did. A police to dance, make sure say them and them youth are respect to the level where them know say, you're the big man there when I really.
So why don't you wear a broader belt than that and say, all these youths, they are my godson, and I will go make it my point of duty to know them.
Right. Again. Raising the children is a dual thing. Yeah? So you can't have access to a youth aids when the mother I tell him something different. You understand? So you have woman where would I like to treat you like a youth in the house while you can't talk to her son because you're a picnic. How would that work? You understand? Now, me is not the kind of man. If me in the house and me are the man at the house there. See? If me can't man up in the house there. Now care how our son big and thick. If me can't man up in that, me can't in the house there. Simple. So, a lot of the man them is being chased. And do you not realize, or you, because of your age, you can't realize? 3/4 woman now, feminism gone. It's like it's a man feminine now, a woman masculine. You know, say, oh, the woman might behave now. 3/4 woman I talk to you like the young them equal. Young woman equal. Me and a woman not equal. You have to talk the real thing. Me and a woman not equal. Woman I talk to me, I crush me now and I go like she a man. Where that come from? Where did you come from? Woman I talk to you and know say she a woman. I talk to you like she a brethren. You don't want no brethren and brethren.
So in other words, that we need to get back to our roots then.
Yes, and get back.
The man them need to man up and stop act feminine, and the woman them need to be
find
a lady.
them feminism and be cultural, be more.
So the shift in the culture then, the culture is changing.
We have no culture now. We take on everything that is not us. Feminism have taken over where just notice 3/4 woman of them behave. When they did that Jamaica, them was woman, ladies, girl, feminine. 3/4 of them when they reach foreign side, it's like freedom. And the freedom, you know, them use it aggressively.
And maybe because they were buckling down, they couldn't have their freedom or they want it, so they see freedom and they take it one time and they can't control it. So they just jump into it and say, wow, this is a pool of freedom, and they don't know how to control it.
Freedom to do what?
Do what
freedom
they want,
to just
go where they want.
Yes, but it's okay. So that's where the problem is. Mm-hmm. Nobody have no boundary again, them no have no cultural guide, them not live by no cultural restraint. I still live by cultural restraint today now. In my house. Me a God in my house.
So where does the man go wrong though? Why the woman them is straying?
Where the man them go wrong?
Mm-hmm. Because it has to be a connection.
Yeah, well, let's say what happen now, the man then becomes, lacking a better word, feminine. Yeah, docile. Yeah, like the man then become opportunities too much. So it's like things people. Most man don't have no drive again for that.
Also for them what one.
And yeah, it's more like
hands out.
Yeah, we upside the dance. Me not go, me not have no dance. Yeah, me have money on top. Me not hustler. Me not hustler and me not juggler. Me have money on top. Me take money. Yeah, that's how I take. All my life, me take money. Anytime you see me have money, me have pre. So if you hear you say about pre-money, but my pre different. Because I'm brave enough to take it.
Okay.
Me that man where not that me profess certain thing, but we never sell anything yet. But me rob bank. Me rob bank of Jamaica. Me rob bank of Nassau. Me rob bank of America.
Wow.
You understand? So me have money taker. It's different.
Did you get caught?
Well, I get caught, but not on those missions.
Okay. There's a lot of history here.
Yeah. So you have to go do it.
Jah Bunny, we need a week to do for your life journey.
No, me have money under. Different kind. Me not play that way there. So me a man. And because me a man, woman deal with me as such. Me no girl.
What do you value most and why?
Today, what I value most is life. Today. Because life is beautiful. Life is always beautiful with me.
What and when was the happiest time of your life?
The best time of my life?
What? Yes.
Wow.
So far and why?
Well, the best time of my life is my 5 years in South Africa. And four things stand out in South Africa that I met Shabba Rank in South Africa and perform security for him too. I dismisses, when I met him in South Africa, I dismisses his white security team.
Wow.
And took over his security and took him and on a tour of Soweto. And I saw Shabba did something that stood out in my mind up until today. I remember taking Shabba in a place named Meadowland in Soweto. And there was a lot of street youth. And Shabba have a pouch with like a Kyla 50 rands note with something like a 50 pound. And I remember Shabba stand up and start give the street youth them each one. And I remember a youth when him get the 50 rand and him look on it, him say, oh my God, 50 rands. Thank you, Mr. Shabba. Yeah? I say it, but you can envision how the youth get and how the youth them get. So that's one thing that stood out. The best of my life that I ever lived, and I have lived some beautiful life. I'm talking about Tampa life. But the best life I ever lived is in South Africa. That's my home. What stands out more for me is the night when President de Klerk hand Nelson Mandela South Africa, Azana. It was me who played for them at the Carlton Hotel.
You play for them?
Yeah, I played for them.
What were you playing?
Reggae music.
Okay. You was a DJ?
Yeah, I do that too. I've been doing that all my life too.
Okay.
We will talk about that too.
Uh-huh.
And the next thing that stands out is Winnie Mandela put on a World Woman Conference at her home in Soweto. No man was allowed in that home. And you have woman president from all over the world, woman world leader. And I was honored again to entertain them.
Oh, you was a DJ again?
Yeah. Yeah. So that again, stamp. All these things is back in South African history.
You will give me the pictures for those ones, because I assume that you have pictures from those events.
No, well, you see, just let me tell you something. Yeah, I have pictures from Winnie House. I have picture at the time, the President Babito from Pakistan.
So you don't have got no pictures when you were doing all those entertaining and those
yes,
stuff?
I have picture with me and Camilla Casby. She was, you have to understand who Bill Cosby was back then. So Camilla was somebody that I actually, one of the women that I had admired all my life. So when I met Camilla there, I took a picture with Camilla. And the thing about Miss Cosby at the time, Miss Cosby did give me her details and tell me she was so impressed of what I was doing. She actually told me whatever I need to progress myself, to let her know. But you have to understand again too about South Africa. While I was in South Africa, there was no poor Jamaican. In South Africa, there was no poor. All millionaires. Can you imagine living amongst everybody's millionaire? Can you imagine that?
Okay.
But you have to know about Jamaica, yeah? You have not feel the beauty and the power of Jamaica, yeah, as yet. You will only feel that power and beauty the further afield you go. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do understand what you're saying.
So
people gravitate
yes,
to you.
I mean, if it's 30 I win South Africa at the time, and 25 a millionaire, what that make you? What make you? That make you? Because nobody, you're Jamaican, nobody wants you
Don't do.
Anything you want.
Yeah, do you get it?
Because people realize, that's when you realize the beauty and the how we unite. Because at that time, what you want to better yourself? People want you to be on the same level with them. It's on a place like here, you find this crabbing in the barrel type of eat a food.
Yeah, eat the food culture.
Yeah.
Okay. What are the traditions you establish in your family?
Pardon?
What are the traditions you establish in your family?
Oh yeah. My family. I have 8 daughters. 3 sons. And all my children is working except the last one. The last one is 11-year-old. All my children is have their own standing. For example, one of my daughters, she owns the only black children modeling agency in this country.
Congratulations, man.
See?
Level up. That's what the thing we talk about.
Yeah.
Create wealth. Generation wealth.
One of my daughters is studying to be a criminology. One of my daughters is studying to be a cyber officer. One of my daughters is studying at university level midwifery. My oldest son is doing security on a different level. The youngest boy still
Trying to find his way.
yeah, but he's working too. So I would say with my I have a grandson, yeah? I have a grandson. This boy at the age of 16 was so good in technology that the company that he works with would put him in a cab and send him to Scotland to do the business. And that boy stopped doing what he was doing to do road. Hold on. His mother at an event see me and say, Dad, talk to him. So I took him for a walk. I said, how comes you stop working and you're doing road? He says to me, job is not paying enough. What? Dad, I'm making more money on the road. So it's all about money. How much money you need, sir? I just need money. I tell him be careful. And then I tell my daughter, I said to her, he's telling me that he's making more money on the street than the company. What can I say? What should I say?
He's already poisoned.
Pardon?
He's already poisoned.
Yeah. So, I understand your point. But I still maintain that every home needs 2 parents. And you can't go around the problem if you don't have that experience. I don't know. But if your children mother asks if you take care of yourself, I don't need you. I insist that you take care of yourself. What are you gonna do in this country? Because that couldn't happen in Jamaica. It might happen in Jamaica now.
There's law. There's place for you to go to where you can see your kids.
You keep talking about law.
Yeah, but you can go to the court and apply to see your kids. You can have joint parent. You can have share parent. They see them 4 days, you see them 3 days. Vice versa.
You're talking very naively.
You think so?
It doesn't work. Let me tell you something. The court order, let me tell you something, the court is process, yeah? So I'm going to tell you how this, you know, say woman comes in, tell it to work. Because you're going and I play with the thing like you want to draw me out. So I'm going to tell you it work. When I be mother, run to the house. Yeah? And like I said, I'm going to court the fight and court the judge said, first start, every other week, meet with the children. The mother's supposed to bring the children at the contact center for certain hours so you can interact with the children. The first week, you know what I do? Come and sit down and say she's not going away. The people in the contact center don't have no power. Them tell the things fresh and hot, you know, and she's not good. So me and I walk away. See? What? We go back. Let me tell you something about the law in this country, since you want to talk about it. A woman can go to the court right now, yeah? And take out an injunction against you, yeah? All she have to do is make a series of allegations against you in expertise. Meaning that the court listen to what you say, stop the injunction. And you get the injunction right through this door, tell you say you must not go 100 meters near that woman's house or the children. Yeah? So that's what women do to man.
So though you have the same power, you can do the same thing to her.
You keep thinking that. And I tell you how it works.
Okay.
Yeah. So, a woman did that to me, yeah? And she lays out a series of allegations because this is how the law works. If a woman go in a law firm against you right now, you have lawyer will tell her the kind of lie which she tell to get the injunction, yeah? What they don't count on is man like me and you. We have a counter that. So when she laid the allegation, me counter that.
Yeah, because you got your lawyer to tell her what to do.
Not only my lawyer for tell me what to do, and I said work. And I said work works. It work where you know that never happened. So you will defend that. And I hear you then. So when you start defending that, I tell you it work now, yeah? You can tell the court about a lie. But at some stage, some man walk and don't challenge it. But if you challenge it, yeah? At some stage, the judge will order a fact-finding hearing. When the judge order a fact-finding hearing, that's where she not count on. Because she account say you not go follow it up. It's where the judge order the fact-finding hearing. All the lies that you tell, you're going to have to come with some facts now. If you can't come with no facts, then you will go to prison. You, the woman, will go to prison. So most time, when them can't come with the facts now, them withdraw them allegation.
Okay.
When them withdraw them allegation, that's when you now counteract for your contact orders.
Okay.
Yeah? But if you don't take it all away, most men take it all away. So that's where you find 95% of the time the woman them just get them one way, a man just...
Yeah, because a man choose the easy way out. Just walk away. Easier life. Leave her with the kids. But Jah Bunny, how would you like your family and your friends and your loved ones to remember you when you depart this world?
Wow. That one that ticklish, but I tell you, oh, more and remember me now. It's like when you remember me, even right now in Ghana, you just when you, I just think about me and I say, yo, the big man, this ever look in. First of all, when my time comes to leave this world, a church now go and come in at a church man, I dance all and for keep my thing, you know. No pastor can't come my thing. And people like Andrew Fest and Lizard and all them, man, they have to come.
Come preach over your body.
They not preach.
They play music over your body.
And talk the same.
Thing
them. Yeah. And whenever they hear about me, them can just say, yo, you know what, I don't boy there. Yeah, keep it real.
Mm-hmm.
And I put on my thing where, when my time come, man, I'm a big dance that.
Mm-hmm.
That's my big dance. And if I find a summer, I own half a dozen party bus with dancehall girls on top of bus and do the lele and the railway and all this. That's my life. Dancehall is my life.
That's how you want it. Yeah. Because you're still active in dancehall now.
Yeah, the dance, you know.
Wow.
That's my life. Dancehall is my life.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What's your take on dancehall right now? In what's going on in dancehall? What's your take on it?
I tell you my take on dancehall. You have to put dancehall liar.
Wow.
That's my take, that's the first thing.
What you mean by they lying?
3/4 man we talk about dancehall liar.
Okay.
Dancehall have a history. I mean, you know nobody talk about the history, but I talk about me come from Kingston 13. What? Make them tell me now, why not Kingston 13 a dancehall? You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Now, me in a dancehall before Jammys. You understand? Me not dance before Stone Love. So, man like you know, you're a hero. See?
I don't have a hero.
Well, dancehall hero.
I don't have a dancehall hero.
Correct. So, to me, we start dancehall. You understand what?
Yeah.
We start dancehall. The center, I'm going to tell you about when I go up in here. Me watch Millie Small, my boy Lollipop. Me watch her rehearse in the center there. See that? Me watch Bob Marley, Alton Ellis, Gerald Duncan the first time with a mic. Me in the center I watch it. First time Dennis Brown with a mic, and then I watch that. In that center there. Yeah. From that center there on Wellington Street. Next stop on Wellington Street is Bread Lane. Yeah. Dancehall start. Don't you have a place them called Beat Street, that is Orange Street, every studio. Yeah? Depon Orange Street. North Parade, you have a Chancellor Corner and North Parade. Them call that Eyeglass Rest. Yeah? Eyeglass Rest, if you watch the movie Rockers, you will see Eyeglass Rest. Eyeglass Rest from Bob Marley come straight down and they giving the walk out there. Because Bob Marley wasn't like them, you see them nowadays star. The original icon, they never behave like this style. The original icon was accessible. Them downtown every day with everybody stand up. You know, you walk past Bob Marley.
But things and time change now though.
Things and time don't change no time at all. And you say that. If Bob Marley, you think if Bob Marley was alive, he wouldn't be local? You think if Bob Marley was alive, he wouldn't be, I wouldn't have access to him? I've always have access to all these.
Yeah, but Bob Marley did have, because of access to Bob Marley did have to leave Jamaica at one stage.
No, man. That never happened. Bob Marley leave Jamaica for a different reason, not because of our culture.
No, because of politics.
But when we leave Jamaica, when we leave Tango?
Yeah, he come to England.
And who will come to?
Well, okay. let's take a break on Bob Marley.
Yeah.
Welcome back again. Jah Bunny, the history man, is gonna tell us how dancehall originates, because there's a lot of different verdict and who originate dancehall and why it called dancehall. And Jah Bunny, alright, you know Bob Marley when Bob Marley just start out and everything, and you have access to him and everything. But tell me, how dancehall start?
Dancehall.
From your point of view.
Alright. Dancehall was always in the dancehall.
Mm-hmm.
So dancehall and the music is one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Dancehall as we know it today. Yeah? So when you talk about dancehall now, you have to define now in terms of
Define dancehall to me.
that dancehall. Yeah? So the music always play the dancehall.
Music always play. So why name dancehall?
Why?
Because people dancing and it's a hall?
No. It named dancehall. Let me tell you how it becomes dancehall. Big Youth. Shout out to Big Youth. Shout out to Lego. Shout out to Jawise. Shout out to Errol Shata. See? The man have foundation, man will set dancer. Yeah? So the man is still alive. Yeah? So if you have problem now, we're gonna tell you now. The man they can collaborate it. Yeah? Dancehall start this way. I think around 1971 or 72. Yeah? Big Youth one of the first artists, DJ artists, yeah? Up on tour, America. Yeah? And while on tour, by a song, Big Youth. First of all, hear this now, yeah? Big Youth by a song. And him ship back the song to Jamaica. So that about modern song now when I talk about man I build up now little thing. That about first modern song that come to Jamaica now, yeah? Big Youth.
Tell me about that way and that place to come in.
Big Youth buy the song and ship it to Jamaica. The sound create up. So it come in a crate. The sound leave the wharf and come from my corner, which is the superstar corner. Before we name superstar, we Big Youth is who change nigga. Big Youth is who say every nigga is a star. When Big Youth said that, it give rise to superstar, cause everyone on the corner named Star. Yeah? So you drag on after my name. Star my name.
So you're Star Bunny now?
No Bunny. Star, everyone away a star. Cause we move from nigga. So every man a star. Everyone from the corner, star. My mother name Star. My granny name Star. My dog name Star. Everything on the corner name Star. Hence we name Superstar. Yeah. So Superstar corner the sound come. The sound name, Big Youth name the sound Nagoose Nagas. Yeah. The sound string up. Because when up on the corner was like a beer giant. You know what you call a beer giant, yeah? Like a bar, but beer giant. But it's the star corner, so down at Idler's Rest is where all artists in the day, that's where they hang out, yeah? After downtown close, all artists move from down a parade to my corner, yeah? Which is the superstar corner, yeah? So, and this song is the first song, kind of foreign song, where every artist, when Jah Bunny play a dub plate, every artist starts sing and rhythm on the corner. The song play for 3 years straight. The song never string down, it play. So every night, the corner ramp. name it. Every artist you can name, they're on the corner. I work out. Yeah? Now dancehall as it becomes now where before Sugar Man I take it. There was Shorter and a promoter named Peter Larry. And on an IG named Jaraga. Then keep the first dancehall. I think this was 1974 April at Student Union Upper UWI by UC. Then keep that in the UC campus. And we have Gregory Isaac, Big Youth, Errol Dunkley, Dennis Brown, yeah, I sing and up there.
Okay, some of these greats are past and gone,
Yeah.
and everything. But all right, you see just about everything in dancehall. What's been your biggest obstacle in your personal life that you have to overcome?
My personal life.
Yeah.
You know, I have no obstacle today. No, none today.
Okay. What are your passion?
My passion is for my people to live as one. And I think we have the blueprint to live as one, but nobody now.
Utilize it.
No. So, my Bible is a book by Marcus Garvey named Life and Lesson. I always talk about life and lesson because that book is what me structure my life round. You see, if me personally have access to establish a real dancehall, it would be for my people only. See? It's the mixing with other culture.
So you don't believe in mixing?
No, I don't believe in multicultural.
But you live in a multicultural country.
No, I don't. I'm here. I'm not living. I'm not a white friend.
Yeah, but you live in a white man country though.
So what that mean?
Yeah, but if you don't want to mix.
Well, the Jew live here too.
But they maybe don't have the same opinion like you.
Them have worse than me. And you just don't see it. Who mix with us? Tell me who mix with us really. Tell me.
Black people mix with everybody.
No, but who mix with us? That's the question I'm asking.
Yeah, but the same people that we mix with.
No, them don't mix with us.
So we mix with them.
Because we lost our way. That's the whole problem. That's our biggest problem. That is our biggest problem. That's why we don't have nothing. Because we take our thing and give to white people. That's what we need for honest back in.
Okay.
You understand? So if we, tell them, Ross, if we, stop dashing our money, and use the same money there, and pull it together, and get a building. This is our building. And follow the rules and regulations that is around here, like everybody else.
The law of the land.
Yeah. So we're not about break the law. We're about have our building struck tight for us. It's like how every other nation have them for them thing and them guard it culturally, religiously, and everything. We need to follow that. For example, alright, we're not going to touch that. Because I don't want it becomes like me too personal. But I don't believe in, when I first come in this country, one of my friends from down Ray Town own a club on Regent Street named Kariba. See? So when we come to the country, enough black man, them dead and gone now, suckle, Admiral Ken, enough black man did own things, and they run things. Today when I want nothing around here, and today more money I make with the youth then, more money I make. But everybody about self. And everybody want money, shame. Everybody. See? So that's what the problem is. But if you can honest and like for example, if you can put something together with a rope stainless, so I'm gonna come today for come talk to you, I'm come call me one give your thing that boots.
Okay, alright. We have a little bit of time left because we have limited time. We gone over the 40 minutes what we allowed. But we're gonna wrap it up in the next few minutes. But is there any famous people you grew up with what you're still around and still close with? I know most people your age group would have passed away and...
No. I have some famous people still there.
Like, you can give us an example like?
Master Griffith is still there, man. She's from Chocomolan. Jimmy Cliff is still there. He's from Chocomolan. Dennis Al Capone is still there. Dr. Mantada is still there. Harold Dunkley is still there. Tapazuki is still there. Right? Harold Shorter is still there. Keystone is still there. Big Joe is still there. This is what people I grew up with. They're still there.
And you're close with them?
Yes. Talk to them practically every other, at least once a month.
Okay.
Because most of my friends I know them for over 55 years. Most of my friends. We who are not our friends. We know young people, but them not tested. My friend them right now, whoever them is, if them see this now, they will comment and tell us, I saw they go. And my friend them is not regulated to whom I grew up from a corner. My friend them Rockford, them they all over Tivoli Garden. Me I had seen that Tivoli Garden, you know.
Okay.
And my family still there. So like I say, I have place, I don't have no place and I can't go to Jamaica. I don't have no career.
Okay. How would friends and acquaintances describe you?
No, one of my people love me, man. In my family, me are everybody's favorite. Why you think I tell you I take money? You see how I take money? So I give you money. And we are the origin. How we start giving things. We don't even give nothing. Because you have to do things back here. How we start do them, the give thing, how we start that. Because we are coming for a long time. We are take things long time and get things long time. Yeah. So we start all that. This is the next problem where everybody thinks that they must start. So I'm not soon start now, not you personally, but I'm not nothing where nobody start me when they feel like they might do something. Nothing now going now.
This podcast is not new. It's an addition for other. But I'm just telling that. So there's nothing on the face of the earth is new.
Yeah, man, you have
right
new
now.
thing, man. You have new thing, man. You have new thing. But this generation now, them are going to adapt things and things, and them are start things. But if you look back, things that start, man. You have big man where start things and you see one of the things, the man who was starting there wasn't that hungry.
The hype never exists.
Yeah, if you want to put it that way. So for example, you see most people are want no money I want from them. Man like me, money come and say, Mr. Bunny, you don't want somebody to say, I mean your money. That's what money needed me. Me don't have no money worry. You understand?
Okay. All right. What would you do different if you get a chance?
Nothing.
Wow. You live that life. You would never change nothing.
Nothing. It only I only money.
Okay. People usually rebel because of the need for power. What is dancehall called to power?
Right now?
Right now.
I tell you earlier, I tell it again. We build dancehall for us. Yeah? So wherever we go, like I said, you have to go to the next thing. The first song that come in this country was Ever Dunkley that bring Racing Malik with over 27 bucks, boy, nobody now return to Jamaica. See? And everybody will come, was affiliated to the music in some form or fashion and live off of the music. Yeah? So we build this as our culture to live in the world.
The culture is big. This culture is big and wide, and a lot of people are enjoying the culture, and enough of them don't even know the history of the culture.
And enough of them are misuse it, and enough of them are hustle it.
Oh.
They need to stop hustle it.
What are your plans for the future and the environment?
The environment?
Yeah, in the future.
I'm not a plan with the environment, you know. I'm not buying into certain things where they're material, so I'm not have a problem with the environment. Really.
So what's the plan for the future?
My plan for the future? Well, most of my friends never live for 25 years old.
Wow.
For me, it's 67. So when you know why I live fit, get 90 if me now go still stand there dancer. See? So my future plan is for health and strength. So I can get it with you. Yeah, let me not leave it.
Jah Bunny, I like your courage. You're a bona fide dancehall supporter. You're the backbone of dancehall in the UK. Right, and I respect you for that. You stand up, you're not a Christian, you're not a religious person. Dancehall is your religion. And you will live it until the day you die. Right? We're sorry we run out of time, because you need like 3 days. So we can get the full history from you, because we don't even talk about the Genevas them and the other history them in the UK, and place where dances used to keep, but they're not keeping there no more, and why.
Yes.
Understand? So we're gonna have a part 2 coming up, and it's gonna be very soon, because this is a very interesting culture-related history, right?
Well, just for you, you have to know that there is many sides to Jah Bunny, you know, so you don't even touch on it, because you have to understand now. There is like Babylon by Bus with by Marley. I was on that tour. Legalize It with Touch. I was on that tour. I've toured with most of the greats as security. Okay. So we have different aspects for Touch, because you know, like I said, this is our life, you know, and we love every aspect of it. I'm gonna leave it, name it, be the man, name them Anthony B, tour the whole of them. First time Bounty Killer come here, they on that tour there with them. First time Vegas come here, they on that tour there with them. You understand? Name it. Who gonna tour with it? Who gonna know me? Then they're new to the business. Simple as that. So thank you, Ropes, for having me tonight, for actually, you know.
It's a pleasure.
Yes, tell you
some of this
so nice story, you know. And you have the number of Ropes, and I will wait for you to call. And then, like I said, my story cannot be sold. Cannot. But it must be told.
I'm so happy that Rose Podcast you choose to tell this story.
Yes.
You know? We will preserve it.
And either you tell me I watch for a long time, you know, I just, when you call me, I say, Ropes, yeah, you know, you finally say, one is your time, I want to hear your story. So you will see how it develops.
Okay.
You know?
Thank you for taking the chance with me. Thank you.
Yes.
It's a pleasure.
Respect and love, sir.
Yes,
Okay?
Like, share. This is a time when we need to level up. See, Jah Bunny is 67?
Yes.
And he still respect dancehall. He still have respect for his people, and he still want to see his people live together. This is the time for we to level up, people. Level up. Let's live together as one. Come back together. When we scatter out, we weak.